Hello everybody and welcome back to the Amalgam Estate. Alrighty, so I did do two things without recording that I forgot about, and I'm going to show you now. We upgraded the guild by one whole level, and we upgraded the blacksmith by 2. That's it. That's all I did off screen. But, as I said in the previous episode, we are going to do what no man has ever done before. We're going to flush out the Warlock Engineers from underneath the Hamlet, and then we're going to go take out the Temple of Spiders. Now, I'm going to be honest. I don't think I'm going to show 100% of the spider dungeon. Maybe I will, just as a treat. I'll think about it. Look, I don't show you guys the entirety of the spider dungeons for your sake, but as a treat, maybe I'll show you the entire thing. Either way, engineers first. Jiminy Crickets! They got up into our buildings! This will not stand. They think they can come out from the sewers? Let us show them. Off memory, this one's kind of hard. We bring Alice the Twilight Knight with the Buffonata, the Fortifying Garlic, Soothing Slash, Strike to Stun, Anticipation, and Leap of Faith. We then bring Lunistra, the Goblin Huntress, with the Varmint Rifle, Mora's Head, Decapitate, Shock Tactics, Huntress's Watch, and Focused Fire. We then bring the Keeper, who, by the way, has Hippocratic, but also the Benevolent Scales, the Cherugian's Charm, Writhe, Convalescence Rebirth, and Daemon's Yoke. Before we finish it off with Godefroy, who also has Hippocratic, by the way, absolutely insane, with the Foreign Crest, the Ancestors Map, Light Burst, God's Oath, People's Oath, and a Simple Joy. Alright, here we go. So this team has a lot of stun synergy. Let's hope that we can make it work. Debatably, we should have brought the Rat Stun Locket. I realize that would have been a good choice, but whatever. Okay, we don't get our opening stun. Smash a skull head open! Ouch. Okay, not a good start from us, gotta be honest. So we're just gonna go for Decapitate and make him regret all of his life choices. Okay, he's gonna be buffed up. +3 flat damage, yikes. How about no? Don't run, hide away. Okay, we do take a little bit of stress, but that's fine. We don't get shuffled. Die, flame of fire. Okay, luckily that doesn't end up working either. We do have the barricade to contend with, which is going to be a problem. For that reason, luckily we do actually get an insane crit, and because of the crit, we also get a little bit of healing. I'm gonna go for a stun. It probably won't land, but at least we try, because that also allows us to get giga damage with Alice. That does also mean that we're marked, but the mark is going to be fine. Sure, he'll get a tiny bit of extra damage, but we're a little bit faster on the draw. Okay, we are taking a tiny bit of damage, but that's okay. 3/2, we're gonna heal it on ourselves. Good as new. Yes, I think I'll take a little break now. Get rid of the plywood. I don't know what you just said, but yeah. Go for a stun. Ends up landing, which means he doesn't get to do a single thing this turn. I am going to go for Convalescence for a tiny bit of a stress heal, as well as to offset that Blight. Okay, stun wears off. That's fine. Big damage being done on him, and since we go first, that's him down. Not bad at all, team. Just a little bit further. We must rid ourselves of these engineers before they think to blow away the entire Hamlet. Okay, we do have quite a bit of baddies. I'm gonna go for Demon's Yoke again. Actually, that's a pretty low chance to land on anybody. Well, we'll go for the debuff. Well, neither lands. That sucks. All right. Go ahead and shuffle forward. That gives us our post. Oh, we do actually land the stun, which immediately gets used up, but that's fine. Because now we get to absolutely obliterate him before he's able to do really much of anything. Mask evermore. No healing for us. Don't run, Hathaway. Ooh, that shuffle is really not good. We are going to be using an anti-venom on that. Die, flame. Okay, that is okay. We're just going to go for a regular light burst, try and get a stun. We end up missing entirely. That is not good. Thanks for the healing. I'll make sure and put that to good use. We are going to try and shuffle back into position. Okay, we get a little bit of riposte value. Debuff going down. Very nice. We are going to be able to shuffle ourselves back into position, but the lack of healing that we're able to do right now is a little bit unfortunate. We're just going to go for a regular swing because it gives us a stress heal. Move forward, try and get a stun. We don't land it. That's okay. This isn't going to do anything at the moment, so let's just go for the stun again. This time we do land, and we land the stun itself. Okay. You go down before you cause any more troubles. Okay, Warpstone Incense. That stresses us out, but it also gives us a heal, so I'm A-okay with it because the Keeper's just going to be empowered from it. Speaking of, we unfortunately roll minimum, but we do land a really nice bleed, which allows Alice to get the kill. And since you're stunned, I guess you won't be doing much of anything. Let's go ahead and put a huge regen on the entire party, so we're going to be full health by the time this fight is over. And he's so close. So close. He's dead. Absolutely beautiful, everyone. So, from memory, we do have to go to the left as... excuse me. To the left as well. But we're going to go upwards and then downwards first, because I think that there's multiple stages of Doom Engineers. Actually, you know what? Isn't it 4 circles? I think it's 4 circles. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Or, no, it's not. Okay. Huh. Well. Where's my potion? Alright, I guess not. We're going to left then. I could have sworn that there was a middle battle, but apparently I was mistaken? Or no, we have to do 100% of room battles. The backtrack of shame. Oh. 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 Wow, we took so much unnecessary stress from that. Well, whatever. It'll be fine. Another shovel gets used. That's okay. We do have 2 camps. So absolute worst case, you know, it's not like we can't recover all of our stress and health. Okay. That's all right. I know what to do, and it's called gun. Okay, you blight us and blight yourself. That's A-okay with me. What do we have? We're sitting at 130%? Yeah, that probably lands. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, go for a stun on you in the back. We land another crit, which also stuns, and then another crit with our heal. Okay, you take even more blight damage because we want you down as quickly as possible before you get to the front. Both of you lose your turn. A-okay with me. Okay, he's gonna move forward again. That's okay. Forward! Okay, one more hit, regardless of damage, will take him down. So... Dang, I thought that was gonna do a little more. We do take out the guard rat before he's able to put down a guard on the crawler. And the crawler goes down to a crit. A little bit of stress healing on everyone as well. Certainly not a bad time. I am gonna go for Simple Joy, because we can use the stress heal and the heal. Now it's just the monk. Poor, alone, little monk. Ma. He did that really late. Is it just me, or have the monk plague rats been like really late at doing their Hymn of Vengeance? I thought they're supposed to do it as soon as it's their turn, but apparently I'm mistaken on that. We do need to be a little bit mindful about our torches. We only have 11 left, but the first engineer has been found. That engineer rat will wreak havoc upon us. Thrust the starboard. Stun the guard. Oh, and do we get to go before him? Oh, we do. Then I'll take that bonus damage just to get him out of the way. Okay, now we're gonna set up anticipation. That way we have a riposte to work with when he inevitably goes for an AoE. Let's try and stun him just to delay the countdown. Doesn't end up working, that's all right. Warp Lightning does a fair bit of damage to us, and it stuns us, and we get debuffed by our own team, followed into a crit. Oh my goodness, what a terrible turn for us. Try and stun the slave rat, that way we at least reduce a little bit of damage. And he's not in range to be shot. That sucks. Huh. Yeah, no, that sucks real bad. We can move him a little bit closer. He's about ready to use his missile, though. Okay, we do deny the slave rat a little bit of buffs. That is nice. Warp Blade. Okay, good. Riposte. We like that. Hit him hard. 10 damage? Okay, we don't have to hit him with too much more. Alice does take him down the turn that he was about to use his missiles. Okay. Alrighty then, yeah. Huh. Let's just go ahead and go for a group heal, huh? You didn't use Black Hunger. Oh, because you weren't low enough health. Duh. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I was like, why didn't he use it? I thought there's always supposed to use it. He wasn't low enough health. He healed back full. Shadow forgets mechanics. There is a middle battle. Now, it says it's just a curio, but do we believe that? No, we really don't. Apparently we should have. Alright. So once we get to this room over here, we're gonna camp. Aha, I didn't bring enough shovels. That's our last one. Okay. Let's go for a camp. Okay, certainly feeling better. Prevent nighttime ambush. Okay, now group-wide party stress heal. Yeah, that sounds good. Now we go for encourage. I'm going to go for pep talk just so the keeper doesn't get too out of control, and that'll do. There we go, not bad. We have to do 100% of room battles. We don't know if the room battle above us is a room battle or not, so we are just gonna move on as if nothing happened. Alice finds a bunch of treasure inside of halberds, which makes total sense. Hi. We appear to have found another warlock engineer. Okay. Well, you know what to do. Little bit of bleed. Let's see. I'm gonna go for a stun. That shuffles us and allows Alice to go for her Giga damage move. Thrust the stab! Okay, you can stop landing crits any day now. There have been way too many crits in this dungeon, just all around. I'm gonna go for God's Oath. Just nurse her back to health. It does stun us a little bit, but that's fine. That was the wrong ability. That was not the correct ability. We should have gone for the dive. Ow. How'd we get stunned from that? Oh. Now we're really far behind. Ah, man, imagine if we had done that first. Okay, well, we have effectively one turn to kill the Warlock Engineer before his missiles go off. Two of us are stunned, one because of our own fault, but that's fine. Black Hunger goes down. That moves him a little bit forward, but the Slave Rat goes back to full health. Warp Lightning. Ow. Well, didn't stun that time. Try and go for a little bit of dots. That way we can try and stop him. 4/3, that we can work with that. That has a chance for a stun. Is that the one that stuns? No, it's not. We're not able to hit him. So we take out the Slave Rat. Lunistra, you have extreme high roll potential here. Get him. We can work with this. If we land the 76%, he's dead. Regardless of damage, if we land it, he's dead. We do, he's down. Dies to bleed. Okay. That got a little bit too close. That got way too close, in fact. I'm gonna go for a convalescence just so we can kind of nurse ourselves back to health. And that's that fight taken care of. We're getting so much gold. Okay. Note to self. Our leap is on 4, not 2.
Cut off flesh skin. Cut off flesh skin.
Stun? Ah, we really should have brought the rat pendant. Okay. What if... Imagine if we had crit. Yeah, like, why did the rest of them not do that? It doesn't even take an action for them to do that. I'm so curious why they're not. Okay, that's definitely a guaranteed stun, and because we crit, we do also get a group heal. Plus, it being a crit means a little bit of stress healing. You even get to do that when you're stunned? Really? Well, Lunistra has the Black Plague, so we'll deal with that when we get home. For now, well, I guess technically we are home if you really think about it, but for now we have rats to kill. I'm sure everyone else in the Hamlet is just clearing out rats from different areas. I'm sure that's what's going on. You ever think about that? Do you ever wonder, like, realistically, all the other heroes in the Hamlet are probably doing something, right? Like, if the Hamlet is actually being attacked by a bunch of rats who are, like, setting fire to everything, surely people aren't just, like, standing there watching. Like, I'd imagine maybe they're somewhere deeper in the Hamlet, or, like, just somewhere else in the Hamlet entirely fighting off different enemies. It's interesting to think about, because from a gameplay perspective, it's like, yeah, obviously you can't have 70 people joining you on a fight. But, like, lore-wise, they're probably just, like, fighting somewhere else. Or even, like, maybe inside of some of the more important buildings. I don't know, something to think about. This is a lot of damage, but we don't have a shovel. Okay, we have a rattling gunner, monk, barricade, globadier. Ow. Yeah. So, Black Plague. Yeah, basically guaranteed blights. Oh. Oh, lovely. All but a guaranteed chance to stun you, so may as well get that out of the way. Then, big damage on the monk. He does survive with 1 health. Ow. Don't shuffle. Good. Good, 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 good. As long as we don't get shuffled, we'll be okay. You know what? Meh. Just go for an AoE heal. It also puts a very, very big regen on us, so that works out. Extra damage because he's stunned, not to mention the max roll. You die. I'm also 90% sure that if you leave the barricade and everyone else is dead, the barricade summons reinforcements. I don't know that for certain, but I'm also pretty confident in it. Ow. Okay, just about got it down. The holy light does take out the barricade, and now it's just the globadier. What a shame, little rat. All alone. Bye. Dead to bleed. We know how that feels. This is good for the vigilante, but I don't think it's good enough to pick up. The jute tapestry, on the other hand, is just completely broken. So 4.5k gold. Yippee! In exchange for an onyx. So that was a 4,000 gold trade. Okay, warpfire thrower, rattling gunner. Try and stun the rattling gunner immediately. He does get stunned. If he doesn't go first, we get bonus damage with Lunistra. However, the Black Plague is giving us -5 speed, so that is kind of a problem, isn't it? Let's try and stun the striker in the front. Ooh, ends up working. That's still bonus damage. You ain't going nowhere. Try and stun the warpfire in the back. It ends up working again. Oh, beautiful. Ow. Okay, we are taking a lot of stress in the back, so I think we're gonna have to camp after this fight. Try and do damage. 7? That's a pretty high roll. +5/3. Okay, we do kill him. I was gonna say, maybe it's worth just going for the little attack so that he doesn't leave a corpse, but those two don't even use corpses, so meh. That sucks. Well, there is a high likelihood that the Keeper is going to go into her afflicted state. I would like to avoid it if we can, but I'm not too confident that we're actually going to be able to. Let's just go for convalescence, try and reduce the chances as much as possible. Get the corpse out of the way, that brings them a little bit forward. Okay, we end up dodging a flamethrower. You got me on how that works. He goes for the AoE. Luckily, it doesn't deal any stress. Okay, we do actually manage to stun him, which is pretty crazy. Tiny bit of damage on the back. It doesn't stun. That's fine. He just recovered. Okay, go for another convalescence. Yeah, we got to keep our stress a little bit down. We're doing a little bit poorly as far as stress management goes, but that's okay. Ooh, you know what? I am just going to get another round of stress healing. Why not? Just keep our stress nice and low. He's stunned. He's already not a threat. But he's dead now. Minimum roll, but he had exactly minimum health. Woo! Is it worth taking the citrine over the key? I was kind of expecting that there would be a chest somewhere, but nah. Oh. Wow, these two obstacles are going to suck so bad. Wow, yeah, these obstacles are gonna suck so bad. God dang, there's so many battles! I feel like you're overkilling it on the battles, guys! To be fair, I guess that is what a Vermintide would feel like, where it's just non-stop action. But still, you don't think you want to give us a second to breathe here? 11 damage going down on the Striker. Okay, I think we got him no problem. Ooh, especially if we dodge. Good job, Lunistra. Ooh, good job, Godefroy and the Keeper. Do a little bit of damage to the carpentry. So I think we camp. Wow, nice. We camp after this room battle, and we get to the room that we just left. I think that's when we do it. Tiny bit of damage to the carpentry. We do end up taking a bleed for it, but we kind of just have to. All right, well, the crit is unnecessary. We're definitely going to get a negative stress check here in a second. I don't think there's any avoiding it. You're still faster than the Life Giver with -5 speed. Huh. He is slow. I did not know he was as slow as he is. Okay, extra stress healing. Very, very good. That does prevent potentially 1 stress check. 7 damage, try and land the bleed. We do end up landing it. 5/3, pretty good. Ooh, a little bit of a stress heal going down from Lunistra. And he's dead to the bleed. Or the hilt of Alice's weapon, that too. I'm taking the ruby instead of the citrine. Yeah, that's painful. That is painful. Okay, 1 more torch. Our last 4 torches are just going to be for... Oh my, what are you guys doing to this place? You trying to summon the thing from the stars? What the heck is going on here? Let's go ahead and set up double riposte. That way we're just up and ready for it. Provided we don't get stunned, which we absolutely do. Okay. Try and take out the carpentry just so it's out of the way since it is guarding. Oh, man, I would have liked to use anti-venom on that. Oh, that's a guaranteed affliction. And we also can't cure the blight now because we got shuffled. Raw. I can't. It's coming. Oh, wait, no, we can still use God's Oath here. Wow, okay. I thought it was just the back 2 positions, but yeah. All right, that works for me.
Cut off flesh skin.
Okay, luckily for us, both of them didn't use the Amima. Okay, we get debuffed. Tiny bit of damage reflection goes through. Let's take out the Striker because he's the one who has the capacity to stun. Oh. Well. Demonic.
Okay, fine.
I don't know what you're okaying, but I don't like it. Try and go for a stun. Basically guaranteed. Yep. Okay. Bit more blight. Lunistra isn't able to avoid it. We are going to be able to shuffle forward here, though, which works out because Godefroy isn't going to be able to really do anything. Oh. Ooh, we do debuff them as well. Double riposte up and going, and we recover from our stun. We're gonna go for an AoE heal as soon as we possibly can. Okay. Try and take out the carpentry. It ends up working. Very, very nice. Alright, it's just a Globadier left. Okay, we're stressing ourselves out a little more. I'm gonna go for Convalescence, mainly for the regen, because of that. Okay, we're shuffled again. Good lord, your shuffle chance seems really high. And he skips his turn. There goes our AoE heal. Okay, try and land a bleed. He goes to 9 health. That's pretty good. Get rid of this corpse because the other one is going to go away potentially at the end of this turn. Shuffle us backwards. Or not. Fine. Fine. You think I care? I don't.
Just move. I've got this.
Well, the regen counts more than anything. Tiny bit of damage. He is stunned, and he's also going to be on 1 health, so that does kind of work out for us. 25 friendly fire damage was just done. And 24 was just crit heal back. Okay. I would say you made up for it, other than the fact that he has a permanent debuff now. Okay, so we're camping the moment we get back to this room because we still have 2 more battles to go through. And I'm also pretty sure that we have another circle to go through as well. Camp now. I don't think we have enough torches. Less chance for surprise. That seems extremely important right now. Less stress. That also seems pretty important right about now. Okay, fine. I guess you don't get it. Let's take a coffee break. Never mind. How about a pep talk? Alright, you accept the pep talk, and then we get stressed out anyway! Lunestra, please get a positive one. Of course not. I came to this Hamlet for me, not you. Alright, fine. Fair enough. I was just wanting you to get a virtue. I wanted you to be your best self. Is that so wrong of me? Ow. Okay. You guys need to stop critting. You're bringing the Cthulhu out. Do you want to hold her? We'll take that. Okay, that honestly, not bad. Double stun? That's an opening. Alright, we take those. That honestly was not a bad turn of events at all.
Why are we still dealing with them? Let's go!
How about you take a simple joy? Stress is, severely becoming a problem right now. Stress is absolutely terrible. What is your guys' crit chance? Oh my god! I realize not every hit has been a crit, but enough of them have been to where, good lord, they have to be, they have to have like 30% crit chance or something. Like, their crit chance has been really high. Come and witness the fruits of my sin. Okay, luckily she doesn't do anything aggressive to us. You get stunned, which gives us a party heal. Lunestra and Godefroy are currently bickering with each other. That's fine. As long as you guys protect the Hamlet, that's all that matters. We'll get you whatever rest R&R you need as soon as we're done here. Stop Cthulhuing yourself. Victory needs no explanation. Defeat allows none. That's great. Can you... Oh, you literally can't hit him, so he is just gonna... Alright, just deny him a little bit of the resources then.
Why?
Well, if that had landed, that actually would have been perfect. That would have, I think, just taken him out. Unfortunately, we do not live in a perfect world. Good dodge, Alice. Drink, drink, drink. How about regen up? And the halberdier goes down. Good lord, we're starting to fight our own team more than we're fighting the enemies. Oh my god, I didn't know that this was gonna be the last attack. The engineer would do something weird take care of him first. Alright. Just try and bleed him out.
Team attack!
That engineer rat will wreak havoc upon us. Yeah, that's great. Get a riposte up. We need all the extra attacks we can get, especially because some people are denying their moves.
Protect the guard! Thrust the stab!
16 damage riposte. Absolutely beautiful job, Alice. Lunestra, while I agree that you might deserve a break... Alright, take a break. Yep. take a 5. We probably got time before it's your turn.
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Big stun? Big stun. Colossal stun. The biggest, meanest, crittiest stun you've ever seen. What'd I tell you? There it is. That was a 19% chance. Okay.
Warp energy blade.
Ooh, 9 damage riposte. We like that. He is going to take 5. We do still have a little bit of time before the rockets go off. Kill this one. Good job, Alice. Well done. Well done. Okay.
Thrust the stab.
Ooh, Alice. Very good. You're currently the only one keeping your head on, so that's good. Punishment, reward. Punishment, reward. Okay. Not great. But he is dead to bleed.
Banners up,
Everyone.
we've won this fight. Why are we still dealing with them?
He has to die first. Okay, a little bit of regen on the ones who will allow it, which unfortunately is not the one at lowest health. Huh? The last of a traitor. Grant Executioner quirk. A deserter fulfilled his role of dying. Huh? Well, Alice, enjoy your Executioner quirk. You deserve it. Why did we get that? Wow. I don't know exactly. Were we able to keep one of the dudes alive and they would have helped us or something? Huh. I don't know. Either way, what did we get? Absolutely insane amount of gold. 24k gold rounding up. We also got He Who They Fear. And we also got the Buffoon's Folly. Level 5, level 5, level 3, level 4. Shocker. Hysterical Blindness. Just add it on. Luminous? Okay. And time to decimate parasiting vermin from our hamlet.
To arms!
The wretched plague priest has finally been revealed. We're not gonna go fight him yet, because I'm pretty sure he's a level 5 dungeon. Oh, no. You must clear a majority of the basement of the ruined temple from the spider infestation. You know, the crashing thing, it's inconsistent, but it's consistent enough to where I'm starting to think that maybe it's a little bit of a problem. I honestly, it could be any number of things. I think it has to do with just the amount of mods we have that like forcibly add their own quest into things. I feel like maybe that's what the issue is. There's just too many quests being generated at once and like there's an overflow or something. I don't know. Oh my god. Oh no. I remember this one. Oh no. Alright. Alright. What estate was it? Was it mega modded that it took me like 3 tries to finally get this one done? Oh man. Alright, here we go.
the Bulwark.
with the Buffonata Mora's head and all of his abilities. We then bring me, the Black Cat, with the benevolent scales, the fortifying garlic, and all of my abilities. Then we bring McDowell, the therapist, with he who they fear. Codeine, syrup, sanguine pact, exposure therapy, psychotherapy, and eldritch prevention. Before we finish it off with the Grove Tender, who has the fermented herring, the ancestors map, homie strike, just in case, lexifications, hug, diluted elixir, and lantern's console. You know what? For old time's sake, right? For old time's sake. Well, that's not a good start. We're just gonna show off the entire dungeon. Just all of it. Every little bit of this dungeon, we're gonna show off. How long is the video gonna end up being? I don't know. But we're gonna find out. I don't want you having a repost. Look at that, guys. We got rid of it.
Eyes among the stars. Eyes among the stars.
Okay, well, they're hyper buffed. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and get a regen down just so we already have it.
Twist the knife.
Feel the thunder. Even though it's lightning. Bonk. Okay. Echo locate.
Oh no, he's seen us.
Night bite. Ow. Well, well, well. If it isn't the consequences of my own actions. I'm gonna go for cat bite again. He's dead. That works out real nice. Alright. Let's go ahead and increase the healing received on McDowell.
I can't imagine how much the cleaning bill would be.
I am going to go for psychotherapy on ourselves. Gives us a little bit of a heal as well as a stress heal. Also, he who they fear does not go off because it has very strict guidelines. Alright, the Terror Tooth gets absolutely destroyed by shield build. I'm going to go for static electricity. It doesn't end up working, but that's fine.
Vengeful Eye.
Wow, that's a whole lot of damage. Yeah. Well, we can't go for Sanguine Pact on ourselves, really? Alright, fine. I have psychoanalyzed myself and came up with the fact that I'm not crazy. Now, share the love a little bit. We are bled, but meh, it'll be fine. Now, I don't think he's going to be able to do that move again. At least not yet. Never mind. Apparently, I've misjudged how it works. Go ahead and put a regen. That way we can offset the bleed.
This blood could be put to better use. Raw.
Okay. One might argue this is a bad start, but not me. The Creature Collections. Oh, this is one I've actually never seen before. Either way, if you want to read it. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. By the way, that was literally the first spot of this entire dungeon. We still got the rest of the dungeon to go. To be fair, I don't fight the eyeball creatures very often, so, you know, there is that. But this team does have a lot of very good stress healing, decent damage. All in all, this honestly is just a really good team. Okay. I think we can use the holy water on that. I'm not going to, at least not yet. If we could find one of those, like, holy water basins, I would rather use it on that, just to get the extra stress healing. Hey, an Imperfect Observer. Now, he's the one who possesses you after a couple turns, so we're gonna go for a bleed. That does not shuffle us out of position like I thought it did. I think that's the original Black Cat, but we're using the rework. I'm gonna go for Sanguine Pact. Increases our damage, gives us a little bit of healing. I don't think the other effect went through. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it did. Yeah, okay. So it does not take into account the codeine syrup. So we still got the less damage received, even though we healed to above 50%. That's real nice. Especially because we're going to do this. Now we only take 5% more damage because of our buff.
Tear!
Stressful! Incantation! Yes, that mark is a little bit of a problem.
Rend for the old gods.
Ow. I should have brought bandages.
Empower them.
Bandages would have been a good idea. Unfortunately, didn't do that. We also didn't cure. Let me see. None of these move them forward, right? No chance to pull. Alright. Just get rid of all his effects then. No longer stealth. We can now do damage to him. Stressful! Incantation! Well, that stress damage is adding up really fast.
Rend for the old gods.
By the way, it just occurred to me, we got bled even though we have 108% bleed resist. Yikes. I'm gonna try... what was that, like a 22% stun chance? We go for that. See? He's stunned for forever. I am going to increase healing on the Black Cat just so we can get ourselves a little bit of extra healing. Let's go for Electrified. Now, you have been a problem. Unfortunately, we don't land anything good on you. Stressful! Incantation being used once again. Man, they've lowered the torch a lot.
Rend for the old gods.
Yeah, this is becoming problematic. Luckily, we are able to buff up our torch. We also get a tiny bit of stress healing. I'm gonna go for psychotherapy on ourselves once again. Just try and keep our stress somewhat realistic. We could go for a heal, honestly, though. She's gotta go. You have been such a problem this whole fight. We should have focused you down much harder than what we did. Okay, could be worse. We can recover pretty nicely from this. This is very, very far from over. Secret room? Well, I guess we can leave these. After all, we do keep them. Sounds good to me. We also do have 2 camps. That's something we need to remember, is that we can camp multiple times. So if we really, really need to, we could just camp somewhat soon. I wonder if we could have cured that. Bit of a misplay there. 60, 95, 105. Maybe should have attempted the... Nah, I think it's better just to go for the guarantee. Well, I don't know what these spiders are doing, but I'll tell you what, it definitely doesn't look good. Big damage? Okay, we do land a bleed on the crystal spider of all things. Ouch. Okay, we're not bled on me, that's fine. Let's go for Sanguine Pact. Little bit of a heal, I now take less damage, and I'm buffed. That has the potential to be a double stun. Okay, only one of them went off, though. That's pretty good. And another potential. Oh, well. Get a regen. Try and offset all the bleeding. See y'all next turn. Okay. Electrified. Now we set up the guard. That's going to heal us, put a regen down, We have a riposte, 2 guards going, and we recover from stun. Pretty good. All things considered, pretty good. Passing, not so much, but... Okay, we're not able to riposte that. That sucks. Stone grab going down once again. We do get a riposte on that, but I'm not stunned, but it does get rid of the guard. Okay, 39 crit being done.
Rip, crush, tear!
We're really not off to a great start, are we? Who would have guessed? All right, well, I'm just gonna go for psychotherapy. Tiny bit of healing, little bit of stress healing. We need to keep stress down. I know our health pools don't look great right now, but trust me, stress is the big enemy here. Go ahead and get a regen. That way that's going to be constantly ticking. Okay, absolutely destroyed by the bulwark once again. We also do get a little bit of a stress heal, but it is offset by going back onto Death's Door. And as long as we don't bleed... Okay, look at that. We ended on a positive note despite everything. That's pretty good, huh? I don't think we need the laudanum. We could leave that. See, not even close. You thought we were gonna die to some little spiders? Come on, guys. We're better than that. Usually. Either way, I'm still holding true to the fact that this is still a really, really good team. We have such a good stat spread that I'm not too worried. I'm a little bit worried after some of these fights, but still, 2 torches, that's all we need. Oh man, Goffin Kubchaga Shag. Right. Alright. Electrified. Now, try and kill it. Minimum damage, we don't bleed. Alright. Tempting goblet. Here, have a drink. You look like you're thirsty. Okay, you're dead. Very good. Let's increase healing now. That way when we put a Sanguine Pact, it heals for a tiny bit more, and then we go for a regen next turn. Dead weight coming down. We do manage to riposte it. Does it stun us? You bet it does. It also shuffles us back. And a little bit of stress. That one's dead, though. Man, so many stress dealers here. See what I mean? Stress is a big problem. Tempting Goblet might put us over the edge. Luckily, it doesn't. We're still 7 off. He goes for the guard on the AoE stressor. We like that. We're going to go for psychotherapy just to keep ourselves away from the edge as long as we possibly can, because this is an endurance dungeon. So if we run out of endurance now, we're in big trouble. We're not able to really stop anything, so just do damage. Or not.
This is a test.
See? He's got the right idea. Okay, you're dead next turn. Or you're dead right now. And we don't take the stress because we managed to kill him. Go for another regen. Keep it stacking. Axe blade coming down. That's fine. Tiny bit of damage on us. We do not care. I'm just gonna keep spamming psychotherapy because stress is getting way too high. Especially with these guys around. I do think we're gonna have to camp a little bit quicker than what I wanted to. Dodged again. I realize you have 34 dodge, but this is getting insane. He dodged again. Huh? Okay. Apparently 25 dodge is a lot bigger of a deal than I thought it was. Let's increase our healing. Meanwhile, when we play the Hood, I feel like we never dodge this much. 42 crit! The Bulwark has had enough dodging. Ghastly Glare coming down one more time. We get another riposte. Woo! We're so close to getting overstressed. Kill him. Ah, the Ballad of Stress. Okay, we're gonna take the Sapphire, and I'm gonna take the... I'm gonna take the Onyx. Now, we go into this room, we go into one more room above it, and then we camp. Okay, it's not a room battle, so we'll be fine. Okay. I'm gonna take those. Yeah, I'm gonna take those. That's a lot of money for us. Guaranteed no battle or stress, so let's keep moving back. Same deal here, no battle, no stress, keep going. Okay, now once we're back in this room, this is where we camp, officially. Sweet, okay. Absolute max value out of this camp. Let's see, I think we go mark the territory. Yeah. Okay. Now we purr. We purr again. And we purr again. Now, with what we have left... Let's go for an encourage.
I promise I'll get us home. Trust me.
See? And only one stressor. 35 accuracy and armor piercing. Alright, not terrible. Let's reduce your accuracy. It did land on her. It also shuffles her, which could potentially be really, really good for us. Go ahead and get a regen ticking before anything else happens. Then, itty bitty amounts of damage, and you also do get debuffed. Unfortunately, I can't reach you, but I can set up a riposte. Okay, stone barrier, itty bitty amount of protection going down on them. That's fine. Eldritch Pull ends up missing. Very good. Okay, huge riposte. We also make use of the Aegis. Oh, Spear Thrust does end up hurting a little bit, but actually, this is pretty good positioning for us. Because now we can go for static electricity safely. Okay, gets us a stun, very good. Eldritch Push. Okay, she just got absolutely one shot. Go ahead and keep the riposte, the regen ticking, just so we have it going. I'm gonna go for, you guessed it, more stress healing. Now, you die. Basically his entire health pool, give or take one. You ignore guard, don't you? Yep. That sucks. I was like, how did he hit her? She's guarded. Well, that's because he ignores guard. And also landed a crit. Not great. Okay, tiny bit of torch value. Okay, and then die. It was a 2 out of 3. We take those. Yeah, we'll keep what we have. I think we're gonna find more gems than anything else in this, so I don't think it's a good idea to... Okay. Like I said, I think we're gonna find a lot of gems. Okay, no battle. This is also gonna be nothing, so we just keep going safely. First food! First hunger check, rather. First food check. God, you would think I haven't been playing this game for 2K hours. That's okay. Okay, back into this room. And like I said, and I'm holding to it, that means you, editing Shadow, we're showing this entire dungeon for the good old times. Why not? I mean, I feel like, you know, enough of you guys like the full dungeon experiences to the point where I'm like, well, you know, I have been kind of choppy recently, so we're just gonna show the whole thing. Including the nothing. Hey, this would have been nice for the holy water. Well, not much to do about it. Okay, so I do want to keep a hold of our camp until we reach right about up here. This is where I'm gonna camp again. Until we get there, I'm not going to. Now, since we found 2 secret rooms, I think technically we have to do less of the dungeon than what I recall doing on the initial time we did it. Okay, that's potential for blight on all of us. Luckily, it doesn't end up landing. Dimensional puncture just does a ton of damage. Ooh, horror. Ooh, stunned. Yep. It's a crit. That's how you know it's a stun. Unfortunately, we're not able to see the enemy Nidode, so there is that. Unless...
Your stealth has no use here.
Go ahead and relight our torch since it got lowered. We also cure that horror. That way it isn't able to get too much value. Dimensional phase! Back to invisibility he goes. Well, that sucks. Unless we go first.
Your stealth has no use here.
Wow, we got very lucky with the speed that time. By the way, I was told that apparently on top of your speed, there's apparently an invisible like 1d6 or 1d8 or something that rolls in the background on top of speed.
I hate these spiders.
That's fun. Oh, that's fun. He has special spider dialogue. But yeah, apparently there's like a 1d4, d6, d8. I don't remember exactly what it was, but there's something in the background that rolls on top of speed, which is why speed can feel like it's so random at times. And if that's true, which I very much believe it is, that just makes so much sense for why there's some BS deaths sometimes. I would like to take these. Technically, I'm gonna keep the portraits. Alright. Alright, just keep her going. Oh! Hey! Never mind, the battle was behind us, not in front of us. Well, as long as we don't backtrack, we're totally fine. I do think we are going to go to the left to explore these 2 rooms and then come back to the right. I think that's the play. Okay, we got sword spiders, stone spider, and a glass spider. Ugh! We're not going to be able to bleed any of them, but that's fine. Tiny bit of damage helps. I think I want to set up a double repose this turn. Okay, no bleed. Very good. Sanguine Pact. Okay. Sword Slay. Ouch. It ended up bleeding both of us, so I am going to go for the regen, just so we can offset it. Let's guard the therapist. Why not? Ooh, feels terrible. Oh, did you get one shot when you were trying to go for your double stun attack? What a shame for you. Okay, sword slice, double riposte. Oh, he's out of there. Straight up home run. You guessed it, psychotherapy. I do love telling myself that I'm sane. Okay, you're dead. You're gonna explode and deal damage to us. Uh-huh. Oh, that shuffle. That shuffle sucks. Well, take a wild guess what I'm gonna do now. It's called restoration. 13 damage going down on the sword spider. I don't think we can shuffle forward too much, can we? No, but we can still do damage to him.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay, the bleed isn't too terrible on us, so I think we'll be alright. I really would prefer not to camp. At least not yet. I don't want to camp yet until we have gotten as far along as physically possible. Okay, well, unfortunately nothing in that chest of note. I am gonna go to this room just to try and get a scout. Hopefully we get one. Okay. Yeah. Now we backtrack. Let's explore the right side of this area as well. Little bit more. Little bit more. We're actually going through this quite quickly. I seem... You know, and my memory's a little bit fuzzy, but I seem to recall the very first time we went through this, or I guess technically third. This one took me a long time to get through. We are going to go to the right, just so we can get this out of the way, then we go up to the right, and then we do a zigzag pattern. Another key. A whole lot of nothing that we can't grab. And back we go. Okay, there is going to be a battle ahead of us, so I think I'm actually going to camp here. Yeah, I think camping here is probably the play. We're going to stress everybody out and then immediately purr so everyone feels nice and, you know, good about it. Okay. And that's our camp. All right, back to exactly 10 stress. 11 stress. And that's it. That's pretty good. Oh boy. Skeleton that can't be blighted, and you guys. Okay. Try and reduce their accuracy as much as possible. We also do shuffle both of them, which is very, very good. I'm gonna get mad. Then we take out you. Ugh, take that. Rock. Okay, there's a good chance he gets shuffled to the front. I'm gonna go for exposure therapy. Okay, and then we're immediately gonna cure the horror. Very strong combo right there. Pernicious Cackle.
Come and die.
Well, shame that we purged it a little bit too quickly. Oh, and you're moved directly to the front. What a shame. What a rotten way to die. Good enough. He still gets blighted. We take that. Big hit. 21 damage on a commander? Yeah, we take that. Well, unfortunately, he did get his just desserts, but none of us get stunned despite it all. We do some more regen. Okay. Now we go for psychotherapy because stress healing is good.
Never in my life have I seen a patient like you.
Okay, he tries to stress us out. That's fine. He's dead to blight, so there's no corpse to worry about either. A jump. Okay, he goes down to 9. So as long as we deal 4 damage, he dies. 29 damage? Wow. Okay. Well, we've dealt 2 out of the 4, so that's good.
Only a little bit left to go now.
Unless. He's dead. Dead. Called it. I'd rather take the busts instead of the medicinal herbs. And we also cure our debuffs. Very, very nice. That also means that we technically could have cured our debuffs before, but hey, you know, too little too late for that. Let's explore this room, because getting back to it is going to be annoying. There was a chance we got blighted there, but that's fine. One more onyx for the collection. Now, I'm going to go to the left, up, back to the right and then down. And I think that's the play. I don't really think it's, like, too different, regardless of which way we go. That's just the one that I think feels a little bit better. Okay. Not making the same mistake in that we brought a ton of shovels. Another secret room? Good lord. And good thing we brought so many keys. Trapezohedrons? Okay. I'm gonna imagine that this is probably the last secret room that we'll find, so I'm gonna take the crests instead of the keys now. Especially because we're about to explore 3 more rooms, and I know we have to explore 75% of rooms, but still. Let's just light up our torch all the way. Huge AoE being done by none other than yours truly.
Ready for the old gods.
Let's go ahead and go for Sanguine Pact straight away. That way we're able to get a ton of damage out really early. Oh, yeah. Overkilled him by 3. Then I started regenning. Sword Slate coming down. We do end up getting a double dodge, which is honestly very, very good. Aspetta. Wow, we don't even get blighted. Very, very good. Healing crystals does go down, so that spider's back up to full health. Unfortunate, not the end of the world. The refrigerator opened! Okay, I think we landed the debuff on actually all 3 of them. Very, very good. I am just going to increase our healing on the therapist. Yeah. Then we get some more stress healing. Okay, stone grab. We do end up getting a double dodge. That -7 accuracy very much coming into play right there, because that would have been very, very bad. We do end up taking a little bit of bleed, but that's fine, because watch this. That was supposed to kill. It had the potential to kill. Unless... He's dead. Got him. Ow! 11 crit being done to us. Very, very painful. Okay, turn gets passed due to imposter syndrome. That's fine. Tiny bit of damage being done on the spitter, so either way, he dies next turn. Did you steal... Were those my buffs? Unsure. Yeah, you do have a chance to steal buffs. I think those were mine. Dang it. Oh well, not the end of the world. Could have been worse. Okay, now we still have 2 more rooms to explore over this way. Second hunger check of the dungeon. I thought it was going to be another secret room. I was like, God dang it, we got rid of our key. Okay, unfortunately, we do have a hallway battle. Oh, quite a nasty one from the looks of things. But they can bleed, and I intend to make them impale. Ouch. Big AoE damage being done to us. You know what this calls for? A Sanguine Pact. Followed by none other... Then we start regenning.
Defile!
Bleh. 1/8 horror. That sucks. Okay, you guard each other. That's fine, because I just get
Real mad! Now die!
quite literally a guard this. Who do we want to stun? You. Now, I believe that's a 2-turn stun off memory, I think. No, it's only 1. Okay, could be worse. Ow! That put me on death's door? God dang. Wow, alright. That was kind of unexpected amounts of damage. Maybe it deals more damage if we're low health. Alright, let's go ahead and put our torch back up to max and get rid of that horror. Spear thrust going down on our therapist. 11 damage being done. We aren't moved, though, which is very, very good. Take the eyeball out before we're stunned again, which also puts the grotesque into our range. So, with the power of lightning, we go for a jump. Okay, I am gonna go for diluted elixir just to creep out a tiny bit more healing. Oh boy. 1/12. Well, unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to do much about that. This doesn't cure horror, does it? No. Now, he does have an ability that I think... No, I'm thinking of the Philomath. Yeah, the Philomath is the one that absorbs horror. Alright, well, in that case, Sanguine Pact, go ahead and give us a little bit of extra health. And now, you're already dead. So, we just shield your friend into the next zip code. Sounds good to me. Ooh, these emeralds. I kinda want the emeralds, and I'm going to leave the deeds for them. I think that's a good play. I think leaving them is a good play. Now the fun part. So, I know what you're thinking. I could edit out walking back, but I made a promise. That means you, editing Shadow. I made a promise that we're gonna show this entire freaking dungeon. We're gonna go all the way over there together, me and you. 95. Nice. Honestly, it wasn't too far of a walk. It only would have been like, what, 20 seconds edited out? In either case, we've now caught back up. Well, don't have a key. All right. This is a room battle below us, and then we've already explored the room below that. Oh, man. 3 stone spiders? Guys, this is getting a little insane.
Well, so be it. If you want to spam us with stone spiders, then I will spam you with debuffs.
Okay, we actually landed it on 2 out of 3. That's not bad at all.
Sanguine Pact
Being used once again. Stone grab. That's a stun. Dang it. Now, I know what you're thinking. Just because it's a crit does not mean that it's a stun. But in my experience, it definitely amps up the chances. Wow, exactly. 16 out of 16 health. And ow. Okay, I'm just gonna cure that. That is a little bit too much blight for my liking. Unfortunately, 2 of us are stunned, so I am just gonna go for a regen, as you might expect. Toxic congestion. Blah. Well, that's a bit problematic, isn't it? We're all recovered from stun now, at least, and they all get a tiny bit of protection. Imagine if all 3 of them had done that. That actually would have been a huge problem. That would have been 18% protection, give or take. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but trust me, that adds up real quick. Unless we're just one-shotting him, then it's like... then it barely matters at all. Okay, I'm gonna swap phases, go over here, cat bite on the back. Oh my god. Was that the first time we hit? Wait a minute, don't it? Wait. Are you serious? I got it with the fortifying garlic? That sucks. 66% disease resist, and we still got that. Dang, bro. That feels real bad. All right, well. What's the play here? We can't cure the stun, can we? Actually, yes, we can. We do take a debuff for it, but I would rather have a debuff than lose our turn. Huh. This trinket just gets more and more insane. Huh. Okay. I'm a little taken aback by just how good that trinket combo is. It's like actually pretty insane. Big heal on our Grove Tender. Okay. Then we just go for a flat heal right here. And then you are doomed. 1 health. We can kill him. We can kill him before he takes a turn. See? What'd I tell you?
Get it.
Hey. Leave it to stone spiders, man. Okay. We are able to go to the left, so I think that's what I'm gonna do. It is another battle immediately, but at least it's not spiders. 55% damage, 12% crit. 55% damage, bypass stealth. Oh, that's how we're doing this one. Don't go for Fridge because it'll it'll awaken the bat. I guess technically it'll open up its wings, but still. Oh. Okay, not great. Let's Outrage. Yeah, you'll do. You're not the one who's giga buffed, but it'll still do. Break! Nope. Graveyard Slash! Ouch. 10 damage is kind of crazy. But Homie Strike? Can't see him. The just in case did not work in the just in case.
Was that another mouth?
Electrified. Now we go for Cat Bite. Yum. Okay, you're gonna go down, down to 7.
Twist the knife.
Okay, you're dead next turn. I don't even have to worry about you. Try and break his stealth again. This time we land it, so it is gonna be purged, which means we could shield slam him into oblivion. Okay, but not before he sends us to the graveyard with his slash.
The Awakening!
Let's go ahead and increase the amount of healing that I get. You go down before you're able to get any more damage down. Echolocate. Blah! Okay. Yeah. I started regenning. Let's see. We're not able to hit you in the back, so I am just going to get rid of this corpse. It'll die at the end of the turn, and then we'll get rid of this one as well. That puts you all the way into position 1 for us. Okay. Eldritch Intervention. Why not? Tiny bit of damage. We also do land a debuff, which is quite nice. Now just don't summon backup, if you would, please. Stun? Ah, minus 10% chance. Ooh, luckily Nightbite doesn't end up landing. Although we don't riposte it for some reason. Alright, Homie Strike also doesn't work.
But the shield always does.
Shield Slam. Let's see, which way are we going now? I'm gonna go to left. 95? I was expecting it to fail, I gotta be honest. I know it's only 5% chance to fail, but... Okay, we can go either way. I'm gonna go downwards first. I want to believe that we'll end... Yeah, before we even need to go up. Yep. Dude, the final room is the one where we could have used the holy water. Oh my... If we had kept that holy water for this entire time, we could have used it right now. Let's get poisoned. That went better than I thought I was going to. Alright. Well. We're done. What? did we get? We end up with a colossal 21k gold, 28 busts, 4 portraits, and 13 crests. Level 4, almost level 4, and level 5. Executioner sounds incredible. Steady seems really good, and we need to get rid of those diseases. Alright, no events. Anybody to be revived? Paris Dennis didn't die. Alice didn't die. Kale isn't dead. Okay. Right? I'm correct about that. Yeah, Katie, Ranny. Dang. We'll get you guys back eventually. Ooh. That seems cool. That seems interesting, but also kind of iffy. Okay. Don't crash. Now I have to worry about that every time. It's like, is it gonna crash when I go into the screen? I don't know. The specimen for the silent. On monster kill, all enemies become blighted at 140% chance. That seems good. That seems real good. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get rid of some of our diseases, shall we? Like aquatic spiderpox and hysterical blindness. Both of those have to go. I don't think... Well, we don't have any more rooms, so... Either way, with that, I believe that's gonna do it for this episode of The Amalgam Estate. So, like I said, I did want to do something a little bit more special by just showing off the entirety of both dungeon runs. I know I've been leaning away from showing just like the entirety of dungeon runs with like no cuts or anything, but since you guys did express how you kind of missed it, I figured, you know what? We'll just do something special, especially in a spider dungeon of all places, where you know it's gonna last a while, which, to be fair, we actually kind of blew through that one. I remember it being significantly longer than that, so, hey, who would have guessed? But either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one, where hopefully we get to revive everybody. Bye.